A few days ago, a video went viral. Maybe you have seen it too. A man from Karnataka was offering water to a thirsty cobra with his own hands. The entire region was suffering from drought. Water was scarce, and when humans are thirsty, they can ask for help. Animals can't. So the man thought, if I can help this creature, why should not? He held out a bottle. The cobra calmly drank the water, and just a few seconds later, it bit the very man who had helped it. Now think about it. If you were in the man's place, what would be the first thought that crossed your mind? I helped it, so why did it bite me? Because that's the assumption most of us live with. If I am kind to you, you all be kind to me. If I am loyal to you, you all be loyal to me. If I help you, one day you all help me. But when did nature ever make that promise? That's the most uncomfortable truth. The cobra didn't bite the man because it was evil, nor did it spare him because he was kind. It bit him because that's exactly what its brain evolved to do. A reptile's brain is primarily wired for survival. Unlike humans, reptiles don't process emotions like gratitude or empathy in the same way we do. To the cobra, you were not a hero. You were not even an enemy. You were not even an enemy. You were simply another organism in its environment. And the moment it sensed danger, it did what millions of years of evolution had taught it to do. And that leads to a disturbing question. Does nature reward kindness, or does it only reward survival? There is no simple answer, but one thing is worth noticing. History repeatedly shows us that same people rise to extraordinary heights, even when they are not especially sensitive to the emotions of others. That's why psychologists and researchers have spent years studying an interesting pattern. Some studies suggest that certain psychopathic traits, such as lower empathy, greater emotional detachment, and higher risk tolerance, may appear more frequently among some senior corporate leaders than in the general population. But it's important to understand something. Having certain traits is not the same as being a psychopath. Not every successful CEO has these characteristics, and not every emotionally detached person becomes successful. Still, it's an observation that raises an important discussion. Think about it. A CEO may sometimes face decisions that cost thousands of people their jobs. Closing a factory, laying off hundreds of employees, cutting losses, protecting shareholders. These are emotionally brutal decisions. Not everyone can make them. Some people become overwhelmed by emotion. Others look at the data and press the button. Is that right, or is it wrong? The answer isn't the simple. But one thing is clear. The world doesn't always reward the kindest person. Sometimes it rewards the person who is willing to make the hardest decisions. And maybe that's why so many people become confused. We grow up believing that the good person always wins. But reality teaches us something different. Being kind and being effective are two completely different skills. There's something else you need to understand. Kindness without boundaries can become weakness, and ruthlessness without values become destruction. True intelligence lies in balancing the two. Don't become so soft that everyone can take advantage of you, but don't become so hard that you lose your humanity. Nature speaks only one language: consequences. If you make every decision based only on emotion, people will use you. If you make every decision based only on logic, you may lose the relationships that matter most. Real power isn't about abandoning empathy. Real power is learning to control it, knowing when to show it, who deserves it, and when your own survival must come first. Because the law of the jungle isn't simply the strongest survive. The real law of the jungle is this: the one who understands the situation best is the one who survives.